there is something in your energy that has been bugging you a long time. There is something very narcissistic and fueling in your energy. Um, Not you. I am referring really to someone else or a situation or something. Some of the words that were coming through at the beginning of this channeling were like backstabbing, attention seeking, paranoia, grabbing, dismount, deposed. What was this? Drama and resentment. So there is this heavy theme of conflict for you, collective. There is this theme of like prize grabbing, attention seeking, desirous, contemptuous people. You have been wrestling with this energy for a very, very long time. These are the sort of people that drag you down to their level and they want to make everything about them. They want to make everything about you. They want to just make everything about everything. And they are just insufferable, quite frankly, to be around. These are the sort of people that like want you for everything that you have. Um, excuse me. Yeah, very, very strong confirmation on that message. You need to, it's not even like letting go. It's like you just need to get out of the situation with these people. So, something these people try to do is they try to enmesh like others' viewpoints in their own. They really try to belong to a group of people they don't belong to. They really try to like pretend they're something they're not. And they try to impose this belief system on you. And you're really tired of it because you can tell when people are being fake, right? Um, but the thing is, these people really desire to bring you down to their level. And what's so difficult is the conflict that this feeling causes within you, right? Because as they're sort of grabbing, there's this very grabbing energy. I don't know if you physically have been contacted by these people, like they have grabbed you, or like they just grab your attention, but like there's very greedy grabbing sort of energy, and it just makes me want to just ugh, like like push the hands off, right? Because it's not fun, it's not nice, it's not enjoyable. Um, it's just greedy and grabby. And grubby, any sort of gr sound really fits. I don't know, maybe some people have like a name that has the letters like gr in it or something like that, but yeah. So there's also this very like cantankerous energy, if that makes sense. Cantankerous, like old man energy, like crotchety or rickety or angry or disillusioned. Like, so it's this very kind of like old and twisted and darker energy that's very grabby. Um, if you've been dealing with something like this, just know that it's coming to a close, is coming to an end. We're approaching a season change, and at the end of that season, you're going to be changed, and so the energies that are allowed to be in your field will also be changed, because you can't keep energies in your field that aren't really helping you or serving you. The energies have to change. They have to reflect what your current mode is. And you've gone through a lot of shifts in the last year or two for some of you, 2 years for most of you. Um, and that's resulting in the shedding. But the shedding is not painful, it's just uncomfortable. You're having to tell people who you are in this way that maybe feels different than you have done in the past. But the ways in which you've done it in the past are difficult or different. How you're doing it now is just sort of being who you are. Sometimes in the past you would sort of say who you were, or say what you're doing, but now I really think you're stepping into this place of like, no, I'm not that. No, I'm not aligned with that, or no, that doesn't feel good to me. No, I'm not doing that. Whereas in the past, you might have like tolerated a lot of stuff you didn't like doing for the sake of peace or harmony. But what's so funny is you are not benefiting from any feeling of harmony, right? Like you're just caretaking these other people, or you're just being nice to these other people. Um, so yeah, there's just a lot of this like red energy is just sort of, it's almost in disbelief of like, oh my god, like I did so much stuff, I did all this stuff, but none of it really mattered, right, in the end. But it did matter. You have made your peace with the situation, you've made your changes, you have moved on, with your life, with yourself, and now it's time for the energies in your life to reflect this. You really want to let go of things, and you don't realize how easy it is. You don't have to let go, just like step away, right? Step out of the range of these, I want to say energies, but like enemies. Almost, right? It's this feeling of like, if you're standing within arm's reach of them and they're grabbing you, you can't complain when they're grabbing you because their nature is just like to grab. But if you move out of arm's reach, then they can no longer grab you, right? And so that's an improvement. So stand in a place they can't reach you, whether that's mentally or physically or emotionally. And then you won't be surprised when they grab you because they can't grab you, right? Um, but you've had this feeling for a while like you need to be accessible to everyone, and you just really don't. Like, I feel you're at a point in your life you really don't need to be accessible to everyone. You don't need to be someone everyone turns to. You don't need to be the resource for everyone. Like, you're just done with that phase in your life, and that's awesome. Um, there is a lot of drama sort of swirling around you. So you just need to ignore that for the moment and just continue with doing what you're doing. The drama that is surrounding you is something that's going to keep you afloat for a while. The drama in your life tends to really invigorate you. And so you seek it out without meaning to, without realizing it, because the drama enlivens you. But you don't need drama to enliven you anymore because you're changing for the peace. You're changing into a direction that is no drama or less drama. There is something about you that is very discontent with the way things have been, and so you need to lean into that discontent feeling, because the feeling is telling you it's time to change, it's time to move on, it's time to be difficult, almost like your turn to be difficult, right? When these energies try and make things difficult for you, just be difficult right back, because you trying to be accommodating or nice, it just prolongs those energies because you allow them to do whatever they want, and you're not allowing yourself to do what you want. You're your biggest prisoner, your biggest captive energy. So when you let go of that, when you move beyond the place of being where you see your role as someone to facilitate things for others, do things for others, and you step into the place of, I'm the one who things are done for, actually, you'll realize you've been measuring with such a crazy stick against other people and situations, because you often look at how you can make life easier for others or how you can help others, but others are not looking at you this way. And so when you start being selfish, you'll realize how easy it is to be selfish, how easy it is to be strong. And you've just like been dumbing yourself down almost. You've been dulling yourself to be a less sharp knife around these people, but you're a knife, you're someone who cuts through things. And you didn't want to cut through these people because you knew that you could. You knew you could sever those ties. And that power kind of scared you, quite frankly, because it's difficult, it's different, and you didn't want to be like them. You knew what it felt like to be cut down or be cut against, and so you tried to shelter or be nice. But these are not people you can shelter or be nice to. These are people that take what they want when they need it, when they want it, and you've seen them living that way, and it's very frustrating to you because you're not doing that, right? You also want to take what you want, you also want to take what you need and what you desire, and you've denied yourself it for so long that you have built up a resentment towards this type of behavior. But the reason really is because you should be doing more of that. You really have rebelled against it because you don't want to be like them, but you will not be like them. You will be a form of them only in that you are serving yourself, but not in that you are selfish. It's like it's like okay, this is a weird message. It's like Mother Mary wasn't generous because it helped other people. Mother Mary was generous because she was a saint, right? She was giving. That was her nature. She did it because it served herself. And like it's almost like this big feeling of awakening happening for you, of like, you can be generous not for the sake of others but for yourself, because you know it's the right thing to do, as you feel good about it. You will not build the resentment and the hatred and the anger and the other stuff these sorts of things tend to build when you are behaving in a way that's true to yourself. When you allow yourself to be exactly who you are on purpose for the fun of it, life is going to change completely for you. You're going to realize, I can be nice because I feel like it. I can be nice because I'm being kind. But you're also going to realize, I don't have to do that if I don't feel like it. And when you're not going to feel like it, it's probably because the people don't deserve it, right? You have a good barometer. You don't need to constantly murder yourself and kill yourself over, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that. It's like, just do what feels good and aligned to you, in the moment. And obviously within reason, because I know some people tend to take that really far or extreme in an example like, oh, well, if I just do this nice thing, I'm just going to be like walked all over, or I'm just going to be selfish, or I'm just going to like, don't get extreme about it. Okay, don't put up barriers to like prevent the message from reaching you, because it's really important you do the things that feel good to you, especially where you've spent so long doing things that feel bad to you. You don't know what feels good to you anymore, really, right? Because you're so long lived in this like cantankerous energy that you have fought against, that feeling your own energy, feeling peaceful, feeling at home with yourself is really difficult. And so until it becomes easier, you need to make it easier. Do things that help you. Like if a plant is withered and dying, you don't treat it the same way you treat a healthy plant, right? So you almost need to treat yourself like a withered plant who needs a little extra, who needs a little help to survive, who needs a little help to get back on their feet. So like brush the dust off, take these things off of your energy, off of your plate, because you need rest, you need rejuvenation, you need to treat yourself in a way that's different than how you would normally treat yourself, because you're not well enough, frankly, to treat yourself. I'm seeing 1111 as I say this. The way you normally would have treated yourself, the way you were treating yourself got you into this position. The way you were treating yourself got you into this super run down, super tired and exhausted energy, because you're around this cantankerous, like old man energy, right? This very like frustrating and difficult to deal with, aggravating, grabbing, dramatic energy. So until you are away from that energy, you're not going to be really seeing yourself the way you are truly. You're going to be seeing yourself almost as a reflection of this. You're going to be mirroring that energy that's around you. So do make sure you lean into the good things in life. Do make sure you lean into your good qualities, because they are there. You have just sort of been surviving the drama of the situation for so long that you think you don't have the good qualities. You do in some ways, but you do. Just remove yourself from that situation and you're really going to see that start to open up for you. Excuse me. Um, I have a good feeling for you, collective. Like at the end of this, I'm suddenly starting to feel a lot better. I was feeling very heavy in your energy at the start, or very like frustrated, and now it kind of feels clearing, like it feels better. And I'm seeing 1222 on my timer as I see that. For me, 222 is always the like, I love you, you're supported, kind of message from the universe. So yeah, so you are very loved and you are very supported, even if it doesn't feel like it super in this moment. But remember, maybe the reason it doesn't feel like that is because you've let yourself get pushed down and beaten around for so long, you've forgotten it. But you are supported. And if you're ready now to choose yourself, to choose the things that bring you joy, choose the things that make you feel good, and prioritize yourself, things are going to change a lot for the better, for you. And I'm very optimistic for it. If this was helpful for you, please leave a like, drop a comment, or follow along. It helps the channel to grow, helps me to reach all the people that I need to reach. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.